Hello, everyone, and welcome to a very interesting episode within the Telione Season 2 game. This is episode 25, and in the last session, our remaining three players, or characters, I guess I should say, were going to attempt to spring a trap on the people that they figured would take them during the night. We had to backpedal a little bit to save some time and give them ample opportunity to get their plan within order. So we did some shopping, making sure everyone had everything that they would need. Winter searched around the city and searched for Julian, just in the subtle chance that they might find them. But ultimately was not a success, which brought them back to the Peaceful Ice Inn, where they pretended to fall asleep. At least Enos pretended to fall asleep. Winter hid on the other side of a bed. Eleonora passed out. Again. And the theoretical trap that should have been sprung did not go according to plan, with the four people showing up into their room, taking Enos and Eleonora capture, going back out through the window in which they came with some kind of transportation magic, leaving Winter as the only one, waiting for a couple minutes, then trying to full sprint, breaking straight through the window, not going with their friends. That left Enos and Eleonora in the hands of their captors, with Enos barbarian his way through the situation. As he was about to be released from his cocoon, takes his sword and starts swinging. Combat ensued, not for very long, as Eleonora and Enos had to surrender. They were then questioned. Enos was slapped multiple times. Things were broken by a person that called themselves the Body later on. Enos and shut up. You're supposed to be... You're not even here. Quiet, you. Eventually, Enos and Eleonora were given some kind of vial of liquid which put them to sleep. Winter explored around in search of literally anything and made their way back to the Peaceful Ice Inn once more to attempt to get some sleep, where they found a very familiar looking figure in the room once more. They offered to bring them to the castle, where the three met up once more and got to see the body of Raskus in the two pieces that it was. Enos and Eleonora got fixed up from their pretty painful injuries, then brought into another chamber where they see a very beautiful woman, very beautiful drow woman, perfect features, and seemingly has 6 pimples that are symmetrical on their face, crying in a chamber where the egg sac, where Raskus's body is hidden, is in the middle of a giant sigil room. And that's where we start. You are in this beautiful white room, columns all around. It's a very circular room. Webs are constantly just strung about all over the place within this room. This sigil is done in a very nice purple on the ground. You can see the webbed sack that Raskus's body is in. And this woman's just staring back at the three of you in just full crying. Do you guys want to do anything?
You said she just turned around and she had been crying.
Yeah, like you can still see the tears going down her face. In the room as well, you see the heavily armored figures again, like the ones that are in like the beautiful armor that have the veils over them. You see 7 of them around the room, and then the Body is also with you all, just standing behind you in their authoritative way.
Does there seem to be like some like respect towards this woman or this girl? Do we know if she's the high priestess or?
She's the most opulent person you've really met so far. I don't believe Winter saw any of the religious people when they went to the climbing web. You're muted.
Nobody seems to be like kneeling or anything like that.
No, they seem to be at arms. Like they have one hand on their weapons at all times.
Okay.
Because again, like they almost look like statues with how still they're being, but they have their one giant gauntlet in hand around a weapon.
What's
To the woman that's crying.
she's looking at us, right?
Yeah, she's like looking at you, all like puppy dog eyed, wildly looking past all of you.
Yeah.
Hello? Are you his friends?
Yes. Who are you?
I am the High Priestess. Who are the three of you? I think I have an idea, but I'm not sure.
Well, we're his friends. Like you said, I'm Enos. That's Eleonora and this is Winter.
Are you here to assist in whatever's happening?
If it means
Yes.
getting him back, yes.
Do what we can.
Well, that's good to hear. And like you can, it's not much of an insight check to just see the amount of distress on this poor person. It's really hard to tell their age. Like they could be anywhere from 20 to several hundred years old. And they just have that constant feeling of distress about them, just constantly looking around and waiting for something to happen. Do you guys have things to assist?
I do.
Have an idea?
I do.
Well, it's better to get started instead of pushing the date even farther. As she turns around, the just beautiful flow of her very bright dress just takes up a good 10 feet around her. You see her kind of kneel down in this almost like praying position. Give me perception checks, all three of you.
22 for me.
15 for me.
Come on. I think that's a 16, because I'm pretty sure I have a +1 to perception.
Okay.
My beyond's taking a second.
Okay. Enos, you're really the only one that notices this. But what you saw that were like the 6 pimples on her face, there almost seems to be something underneath of it kind of moving around. Under each of the 6 pimples, they seem to be moving. There seems to be some kind of movement underneath each of them, but it's really like hard to tell kind of what it would be.
Okay.
But as she leans down, you can hear her start to do this type of praying. And you see almost her shoulders start to retch a little bit more. Underneath her dress, you see these mounds kind of appear going through her back. As her dress tears, as you see these 4 colossal spider legs kind of reach out. And they almost move on their own, as you can just see her body, and the 4 legs go to these circles around this glyph on the floor, and her body's kind of just hanging right above the egg sac with the long train almost touching. It has begun. You see the magic in the room is like swaying, because they have a bunch of the blue magical lights throughout the city. They almost seem to be fluctuating with power because of whatever's been happening here. So, what are you guys doing?
Are the sigils, they're like, how are they all spread out? Is it like one for each of us around like this magical circle, or is it like
You do see kind of closer to the Rascus egg sac. There's these three main circles that seem to have very faint power in them, but then there's on the outer rim there's the four circles where the four giant legs seem to be at as well.
Okay.
So what are you guys doing?
I guess I look over at the web that is Raskus's body, and I look over at Eleonora and Enos. Eleonora, can you please hold my hand for this? Please.
Yeah, of course. And I slip my hand like into Winter's.
I walk over to the sigil and I pull out the Vaserus sword. I place it there. And just start looking down at it and looking across and looking at Raskus's web body. Raskus, we met during interesting circumstances due to your large friend over there. But over time, you did something that no one else was able to do. You cracked the shell of someone who was born and meant to be a weapon. And now I see myself as something that isn't a weapon anymore. I don't know what, but I know that it is all due to you and Eleonora. I've never had friends before. I never wanted friends before, but I know that this is something that I can do. This is something I want to be helpful, and I want to have people to care about. And I can't do that if you're dead. And I place the sword. The sword's already laying down. We found the sword when we were entering the lab, and you told me that you didn't trust me, and you told me that trust can be earned. And if trust can be earned, then here's the proof. And I place my hands onto the sword, and I dump 4 key points into the sigil to amplify the spell.
Okay.
The Hand of Healing, to try to up it.
Okay. That just changed the check I was thinking. I was going to make you do a persuasion check at first, but if you want to do just a straight wisdom check, you could do like a wisdom medicine check if you'd want to do that.
Wisdom or medicine?
It would be a wisdom medicine check, yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'll give you advantage for it.
That is a 17.
Okay. As you place the sword over the first sigil, you see the ground underneath kind of crater in, and you feel this golden light kind of appear and start to surround the sword as it almost picks it up and hangs it there. You would know this to be a success.
Over at Eleonora. I thank you. Thank you so much. I truly do mean it, and I'm happy that you're in my life.
I'm happy we met Winter. And I start to go for a hug, but leave enough time for Winter to kind of finish it if they so choose.
I take it in full-heartedly. Which still not used to the hugging thing, but slowly latches on and then melts into it. I mean it. Thank you so much, Eleanor. And I stay over, probably exhausted after just dumping 4 key points and just.
Yeah, because I don't think you got a long rest.
Yeah, I'm at I think I have 1 left. So yeah, I'm just sitting there, just heavily breathing, just trying to like recover anything left I have.
Okay. Who wants to go next?
I'm already kind of next. Well, where are the sigils again in relation to the
The
body?
3 main sigils are right around the body. You don't have to focus on the sigils. That's not what we're working on here.
Okay, so we don't have to like specifically put them on the sigils. We just have to.
No, you have to appease the soul, and by doing that, the sigils will activate.
Okay. I'm already up next to it. So I guess. Sorry, my phone's gone crazy. I'm gonna turn it off because this is gonna be an emotional wreck. I kind of sit on my knees, like you guys have seen me do when I pray. And I just hold the Phaser's like adamantine dagger like in my hands, and close my eyes and just try to feel any kind of connection I can to Eldath, or even just the celestial power that is in me. And like with tears just kind of like falling. Raskus, you have made some of the dumbest choices I have ever seen in my life. And I've made some of the dumbest choices I've ever seen in my life. But you have been there through all of this. And you were there when my dad died, and I didn't really know where I was supposed to go in this world. And you gave up something that you could have easily used to protect yourself and gave it to me because you thought I was capable. And I don't know if you're gonna come back. And I really, really want you to come back. Because we're never gonna have another Jeffrey. We're never gonna have another smashed mug with your name on it if you don't come back. And just knowing that the healing power that I just naturally have, I'm gonna take the dagger and just really lightly cut it across my palm just to get a little bit of my blood on the blade. And I'm gonna just place it down. Eldath, please just bring him back. Please. And yeah.
Okay, you can either give me persuasion or religion.
Oh, it's so close to a nat 20, but it's a 5.
It's a 5
Yeah.
in total?
With your added?
Yeah.
Okay.
I rolled a 2.
So, you cut across your hand, trying to give that extra umph of soul and celestial being that you are. The next sigil lights up, but it is not as powerful as the last one. The second offering was taken, but you don't know to what extent. Enos.
Okay. Because, yeah. I don't know the difference between a loot and a liar. Now I'm just gonna do it. Just walk up. Probably like next to both of them are still up there. Oof. I don't know what to say, but gotta. Okay. Here's a funny little poem for a funny little man. Raskus or Jeffrey, what was your real name? I never really asked you, but again, I didn't really care. Because either way, to me you were a friend. Just riding on my shoulders until the very end. Raskus or Jeffrey, will you please let us know? Our adventure isn't over, so come back, little gnome. But we still need you to stay here by our side. Because you're the one that makes sure that none of us die. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, give me a performance check. I like that.
I had my guitar ready, but I was like, wait, that's not a liar.
It's basically the same
True.
thing.
Performance, what do I have to my I have a +0, so that's gonna be an 11.
Okay. You're... Oh, this one's weird. I don't know how to describe this as a sigil thing. As you sing to the sack, you do see the final sigil glow in a fairly bright green that you recognize to be the same green that Raskus's, I believe, eyes could be. I don't remember if his eyes are green or not, but his elements of him are green. So you think that the soul was fairly appeased by what was said. Now comes the fun part. Ian, if you have your camera on. Oh, where are you?
I was on the floor the whole time.
Nice.
I was waiting to come back up after I came back if possible, but you told me to come back right now, so
Yeah.
Here I am.
You can't tell how much time has really passed. If it's been seconds, minutes, maybe even days. You remember being freezing cold in the waters just outside of the city, being dragged deeper and deeper down, your vision starting to go dark, until that's all that was around you. All you had was the darkness surrounding you. Eventually, you see an almost golden light start to appear off in the distance. What do you do?
I guess am I walking or is like?
You seem to you just feel like you're floating, as if you were
Okay.
still underwater.
Okay,
But you're able to
I'll
breathe.
float.
You're able to do everything.
Cool. I'll float towards the golden light then.
You start to get. You just keep going. It gets brighter, as if glitter gold is just happy with the things you've done. You can swear you almost hear his voice in your ear. Why'd you have to go and die? That's kind of stupid. Oh well.
Glitter gold. It's not my best work, I have to admit.
Hey,
I
it was you versus a shark, so I can't really blame
Yeah.
you. We're not really built to fight things that big.
That's true. I am like 2.5. No, I'm 2'11" actually, but I usually just say I'm 3. But
Yeah, well, it's nice being a god because I can put myself about 4 feet in height for being still a gnome.
I see. Okay.
As you look over, you can see the red-haired gnome next to you. But that light over there, that's not where you're supposed to be going. I don't know why you keep stopping.
I'm not supposed to go over there.
No, that's how you let your soul leave. I figured you'd want to wait at least a little bit to see if your friends would attempt to save you in any way.
I mean, yeah, I didn't know that's what that was. This is my first time.
Oh, that's very understandable. I tend to have to stop people on their first time. I'm sorry to
there's,
say.
There's no handbook to this, so
Yeah, there should really be a death handbook. That would really help people going on to the next worlds.
I'll write it. I'll write it.
I've seen your writing. I don't think that's the best option.
Well, actually, that's hurtful. So maybe I will walk towards the light now. So
Do you want to see what your friends are doing before you go?
yes, actually.
He reaches out his hand. You clasp his hand in a golden swirl of light. You see the 3 of them sprinting through Omva Alandi. It's hard to really say where they're going, but you get the idea that they're heading up towards the castle that you'd seen once before. they're having a pretty heated discussion with a guard. You see Eleanor grab her necklace and let go a couple times. And
Classic.
although you can't hear anything, Glitter Gold's just like, well, it seems like they are missing out on a little bit of sleep for you. That's a good first sign that they want you back.
Yeah, they seem like they care.
I would sure hope so. You've healed them so many times using my power, so I would hope that they would try and do something for you back.
Yeah, I know they are. I care for them a lot, so I have faith.
Yeah, he slaps you on the back of the neck. You see these 4 drow enter back into the room where you had been taken before. You see them wrap up Enos and Eleonora and get taken away. And then Winter crashes through the window a few minutes later.
At this point, I kind of like turn around from from the place that I was expecting them to show up.
Like
They'll be here in a few minutes. This is what happened to me. They'll be here.
Well, I don't think they'll be really seeing me. That's more of your thing, I'm sorry to say.
It's not like a whole afterlife thing, or
No, this is just the way that we go on.
Oh, okay.
I usually escort people, but I give them the opportunity to come back. I do try to distract them a little bit before they fully let their souls leave. It's a whole ordeal.
I'll put that in the book.
Good. Just keep some notes on it.
Will do.
I
don't have my notes.
God damn it, Ian.
Yeah, it's recorded. It's recorded.
Yeah, it's fine. But I think there's one last thing. What's that over there? As he gives you a wedgie, and
Okay.
you see this circular room with 4 pillars in it. You see this woman in a long white gown, 4 claws coming out of her back, and you see the 3 of your friends surrounding a spiderweb sack and a sigil on the ground with 2 sigils going pretty bright. Now it's time for the roll.
Oh, baby.
Okay, let's see if this works. I gotta hit buttons. Hold on. Get the Raskus dice ready. Oops. I threw it really poorly. But, oops, wrong way. That is an 18 on the roll. So that is a success for the resurrection ritual.
I wish I could kind of like tilt my chair back and like slowly rise up, but unfortunately I cannot. But I will wear these again because I like these. This is my chance at a second life.
So what you all see, actually, Raskus, what you see is you see the 3 lights and they almost become very blinding. So you look back at Glitter Gold, but all you see is this colossal spider in the distance just reaching towards you. As your soul gets pulled back in towards the giant web sack in the middle, the rest of you see all of the chalk lines just light in the goldish green, which, looking around, you can kind of see some confusion from the other guards in the room, as if that's not how it usually goes. And they all just sink in to this spiderweb sack, wrapping around it, and you hear some of the most disturbing crunches of bones smashing back together. You can hear the sinew of the body reattaching itself at the midsection where he was split in twain. And then the 3 of you see the ink sac start to move a little bit, as if something inside is trying to get out.
So is it like, am I fully encased?
Yes.
Okay. So they yell probably hear just like.
So for Ian, you have -4 to all ability checks, saving throws, and attack rolls. For the next couple of days. Each time you get a long rest, you lose 1.
So I have -4 to everything.
You have -4 to everything because you were just brought back from the dead.
Okay, I'll make a note of that. That I can do.
Enos,
That's
make a
fucking
dexterity
awesome.
saving throw.
Oh, what? Oh,
Make a dexterity saving throw.
okay. Hold on, I put my dice away.
Why? We're playing D&D. Why would you put your dice away?
I put it to the side. Saving throw, dex. Oh, it's only a +2, so it's a 15.
Okay. You notice very quickly that the 4 legs that seem to have come out of the high priestess just went
Oh,
weak.
hey, I have
Yeah,
advantage on
it's fine. You rolled high enough.
Okay.
But you see her body start to fall from where she is about 20 feet above you, and you're able to catch her. She is also unconscious.
Oh, she was floating? Oh, okay.
Well, she had like the 4 legs keeping her suspended, like pulling energy out of
Yeah.
her.
Oh. Very tired ritual. Yeah, I'll just, I don't know what to do. I'll hold her.
Yeah, very quickly you have 3 guards surrounding you with weapons out.
That's fair. That's fair. I'm not doing anything.
Well, are you going to be handing her over, or what?
Yeah, who? To who? I don't.
It's fine, I can take her. You guys have gotten what you need done, and I feel like there's going to be a little bit more time needed here, so I can take her to her quarters, as the body, like, reaches her hands out to take the High Priestess.
Hand her over gently.
Yeah, looking at, like, you got all 3 of you can kind of see it. It's kind of disturbing the same way how her, like, the bunch of legs came out of her back. Those have all retracted back in, so she has just 4 holes in the back of her dress now. But you can see that half of the pimples on the side of her face are open, and they're all eyes. You can see 4 eyes going down one side of her face.
That's so cool.
And they're all just open, but 3 of them are just like constantly looking around, but the one that where the eye belongs, that one is closed. It's like, she always goes too far with these things, and the body leaves the room. And the other guards go back to their positions, still very wary about what's kind of going on.
Is Raska still encased?
Yeah, like there's very subtle movements. It's not a lot of movement.
I'm gonna grab my dagger and really carefully try to cut the thing open. Also, how much damage would I have taken from using my dagger on my hand?
1.
Because I'm at 1 hit point.
You guys would have been healed, so you would have gotten
Okay.
enough back for this not to be a
Oh
problem.
my god, could you imagine?
Turn and faints.
Okay, as Raskus come back, I need Eleanor to make 4 death saving throws.
Oh, shit.
Well,
I have a technical question.
Yes.
So my proficiency is +3. So anything that I am proficient in, I would have a -1 to.
Correct.
Awesome.
Well, it would be whatever your wisdom, whatever your modifier is, and then -1 from that.
Oh, but so I just have a -4 to anything that I do.
Yes, anything you do as a -4 total.
I thought you meant that all my stuff becomes a -4, regardless of like
No,
how my
no.
ability is.
You just
Okay.
have -4 to
I'm
whatever
good
you
with that.
roll for a
That's
while.
why I was asking. Gotcha. Okay, thank you. Anyways, am I free now?
There's very subtle moving, and you do see a blade kind of come in, Raskus.
Back up a little bit, but she doesn't cut me.
Yeah, the only difference you guys... There's only a couple differences you see with Raskus's body. He has these really cool shades on to begin with. I don't know how he got them in the Underdark, but it's kind of weird.
Glitter gold, baby.
Yeah, glitter... interesting.
yep. Yep.
What are you doing with that?
I have ideas. But most of his like armor, like Raskus, almost all of your armor is completely useless at this point. He doesn't have a shirt on, and you are basically naked because your bottom half was mush.
Oh, that's fair. No,
And
This is no penis.
roll a d12.
yes, I did this one time. I actually rolled a 12. So it's canon that no matter what I roll here, I used to have a foot
Wait,
long
how
dick.
tall are you? 2
Used to.
That's a 9.
It's impressive.
Yeah, that's right.
But across like his stomach, is it's the like I don't even know how to describe it. It's like stitch work. There's like stitch work scarring all the way around his midsection where he was cut in half.
They want to
Yeah.
scoop him into my arms and just like cradle him like a child.
Yeah. His legs also like the best way I can describe them is like a severe burn. Like that's how your legs have come back, Raskus.
Ah, awesome. No, that's cool.
Can I do a medicine check on him to see like how long this is gonna take or whatever, or just see if like I don't know, is he chilling? Like how is he good?
Sure. Roll a medicine check. Are you trying to see like how long his legs are gonna look this way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Forever.
I'm gonna hand him
Forever.
some
Don't even
clothes.
roll for it. I already.
We have like I think if I have my stuff, I don't know. The winter
That
clothes that we
is
brought.
page 24 on the medicine check.
So the way the magic works is since his lower half was basically a hamburger patty, it did its best guess to figure out where the pieces belonged. So that's just how his lower half is probably going to look forever without like a regenerate spell. So theoretically his lower half, except for his giant, is going to look like a hamburger patty.
Okay.
Very Deadpool.
Very Deadpool.
With big legs.
I kind of just sit there with everyone, while Eleanor is like cradling Raskus. I'm glad you're with us. Raskus, I'm glad.
Thank you. I'm happy to be back. And then I look at my legs and my member. I'm like, oh, thank God. And then I just sit there.
If you could,
How? Oh,
I was gonna say you can't see his eyes. You can't see their eyes.
That's
but
like the one thing you can see because you do have eye holes.
Dope. You just see the biggest eye roll after you just look down at yourself and just look at, like, oh God, everything's good. It's just like, okay. And just immediately,
hey.
I'm over it.
I reach out and like try to like grab Winter's shoulder since I am like a shoulder height now because of Eleonora. I'm like, thank you, in all honesty. Take off my new shades. Like, thank you for saving me.
Do you want a cloth, sir?
I guess, yeah.
It's only my handkerchief, but it'll have to do.
Gonna need a bigger handkerchief. I tied it on my way. Probably.
I guess it would be centimeters instead of inches for the D12, but you know, it's fine.
It's whatever.
Hey, 9 centimeters is still pretty big for a 2-foot tall man.
That's right. You refer to it as nano. I refer to it as perfect.
Pepper's happy you lived.
Yay! Thank you, Pepper. Thank you, everybody. How do I feel?
Are you?
You feel like shit. You can barely feel your legs still. It's like the constant, like, you know when your legs are asleep and it's just like the tingles all the way? That's what it feels like because you've been detached from your bottom half for over 24 hours.
That was it to do it. Okay. As I'm cradled, I just kind of like look up at Eleanor. I guess I'm like, I need to rest. I'm in pain.
Yeah, all of you guys need to rest.
We need to sleep.
Yeah.
And I just kind of slowly start dozing off because I'm just so sore. But
I'm gonna carry him super gently like a baby.
like,
Can I do...
ouch.
I don't know if this is something you can tell me or if I need to roll a check. Is this something, like, he's technically at full health, but...
No, he's at 1.
Oh, okay. Can I tongue some healing into him?
Sure.
Let's see what I have.
Yeah, 1 hit point and -4 to everything. It's a great spell.
Yeah. Honestly, wait. If I did a healing spell, because I have lesser restoration, would that help with anything that he's got going on. I know it either cures like a disease or condition afflicting it, and I know it's technically not a condition, but could it help with restoring some of his stats?
You could do an Arcana or Religion check.
To see if the spell would.
Yeah, to see if it would have the correct effect that you're thinking of.
You said religion or arcana?
Yeah. You being a paladin, you're able to use religion as well.
Hell yeah. Oh.
That's gonna be a 9 total.
Hey.
You know, it's fixed other things. It could probably work here.
I'm not gonna risk it. I'm just gonna. Dump.
Interesting.
I'm gonna dump 20 points. Yeah, into him for my lay on hands pool.
Okay. The body walks back in. Are you going to want to be staying here for the next day? Or are you going to want to go back to the Peaceful Ice Inn?
Where would we be safest?
Theoretically,
It's
you
likely
should
to
be
be
safe
disturbed.
anywhere within the city. This is the highest security building in the whole city, if that's what you want to know.
Where are we least likely to be disturbed?
If you stay here, I will have to keep checking up on you. And you will have guards with you at all times.
I look at Raskus. Do you want to be sleepy for?
I think with the potential of the future, I think we should stay here for the night. Because we don't know what's going to happen.
Okay, then we'll stay here.
About what time is it right now?
That's what I wasn't really sure of going into this. I think it's probably about 8 a.m. Because there's a lot of weird stuff kind of going on where you guys got bandaged up for a couple hours and all of that. So
Cool.
time's weird right now. We'll just say 8 a.m. just to be safe.
Cool. I look at everyone. Well, because of everything that's happening, I still need to try, see if I can find someone before the day's over. I think I've already ran out of time, but I still need to play this out.
Enos and I can watch over Raskus. We'll make sure nothing happens while he rests.
If you leave the castle, I will not be permitting you back in.
Never mind then. Can you send a message to the Fairtoe family?
Any
What's
of them, or
wrong?
just Sardreza?
To Sardreza, about where we are and about me dealing with the spy exam. She'll understand.
I can only really say the stuff about the spy exam. I can't say where your location is at the moment.
That's fine. Would she understand that this would be important and not like...
Well, have you talked to her recently about any of your situations?
I didn't have the chance to.
Roll a deception check. Because you talked to Sardreza just yesterday.
Oh, I did talk to... I genuinely said that not as a deception. I didn't know. That wasn't a...
You talked to Sardreza just the day before about all the Raskus situation.
Oh, then yes. Then
Yeah,
then
but
I would say...
I guess you just forgot it's winter and just said that out.
Okay. Fine.
Fuck.
I hate this game.
For deception, you said?
Yeah.
That is 14.
Cool. Natural 1.
Okay. I'm stupid.
You know, apparently my dice agreed with you. Well, if that's true, we can send word about the spy exam, whatever that actually means. I don't give a shit. She just like looks over at one of the other ones and just like waves her finger around to force them to go do something. They just look upset, walk out. So would you like to be shown to your room?
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, okay. You go back out. you make your way back towards like that main hall was. There's a little spiral stairs off to the side. You go up there into this pretty extravagant hallway where there's several different rooms on either side. She goes to the first room. This will be your room. There will be several guards outside, so if you ever need to go anywhere, you have to go through them. Just don't make a mess, because then I will have to kill you all, and that was already a pain in the ass once.
Is there a bathroom?
Yes.
Okay.
Opens the door. You see one king-size bed in there, and there seems to be a fair-sized room attached to it that's like a living quarters, and through there you see a couple doors going to other rooms as well.
I'm gonna lay Raskus in the bed and like tuck him in and give him a little forehead kiss.
Thank you.
I figured he was already asleep by now.
Oh.
If I have to come back here every 2 hours, so if I get reports saying you guys left and I go in and you... That's backwards. If I don't get a report that you guys left, I go in and there's someone missing, there will be a full city search for you.
Okay.
So, have a nice rest of your day, even though we're only 6 hours into it. Don't get on anyone's bad side again, and yeah, get whatever rest you need. You all look like shit. Closes the door and leaves.
Oh, I wanted to say she looked like shit too, but it's fine.
Do you?
No.
Don't get punched on.
You say that she's like closing the door. Shit.
Yeah.
Opens it again, just like, what was that?
Yeah, with her bright red, piercing red eyes. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
Mommy? Sorry.
Murderer? Sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah.
At this point, Winter is already tapped. Shards of glass probably in them.
You had hours to take those out, and you went to the medical corps. They would have taken those out for you.
I'm still gonna rest and try to get whatever I can get back and try to rest.
Oh, yeah. So, Raskus, you have no armor anymore.
Okay.
Actually, no. You were in your pajamas, so your armor would be intact still at the Peaceful Ice Inn because you weren't wearing any armor when you got captured.
Very true. I'll still take it off for now.
Yeah. So, is there anything you guys want to do for the day?
So, Raskus is sleeping. I'm assuming Winter goes to find one of the other rooms to lay down in.
I thought this is our room. I thought this was like all of our collective room.
Yeah, but it's like going to find a sofa. Is what she's saying.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
There's only one bed in this entire room.
Oh, I thought you
Okay.
said that there were other like adjoining rooms.
There were side chambers to this room.
Then yeah, I guess I'll go to the side chamber of this room. Because that wouldn't make them freak out, right? It's still attached to this
Yeah,
room.
like this is all within this room. Is you have 2 other doors and like a living quarters attached to this main bedroom.
Cool. Then I'll go into one of the side chambers.
Okay,
and
you walk into a bathroom.
Okay. Is there one where it's just a couch or something to lay on?
That would be the living room.
Then cool. I'll go into the living room and just, literally throw myself on there and just try to sleep.
Yeah. So the two other doors, one's a bathroom, the other one is a full magic sauna.
I'm already, hope they don't use the sauna without me. Yeah.
But the other 3 of you, Enos, Eleonora, and Winter, you do have 1 point of exhaustion
Oh, okay.
because none of you got a long rest.
But we are at full hit points, right? Because they healed us.
No, you're not at full hit points. They kept you so you wouldn't die from an immediate threat.
Okay.
You say I didn't. I currently I haven't been hurt because I didn't make it, but How do you add exhaustion?
I think it's under status, under health, next to your health.
I see. I see.
Yeah. But if you guys don't want to do anything for the rest of the day, we can skip through it.
I have some bones to pick with Enos. Wait, where do we go for health? I don't see it under here.
It should be underneath the health. It should be like status effects and
like
resistances.
active conditions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if conditions.
Oh, okay. I found it. Ahaha. So what does a point of exhaustion do?
That's a great question. I think you just have disadvantage on things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
Advantage
it's
on all ability checks.
Is it like cured once we have a long rest?
Yeah, once you have a long rest, it's gone.
Okay.
It's like that's why I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, you have disadvantage on all ability checks.
Once Winter goes into the other room and is like kind of obviously asleep, and Raskus is like there, I run up to Enos. I like walk up to Enos and like I'm not gonna actually punch him because I know that'd probably break my hand. But like frustratedly just like punch him in the stomach and it's like, you could have gotten yourself killed, and you nearly got me killed. What the fuck was up with that?
I know. I'm sorry. I don't know any other way to. Anything else that we could have done at the moment.
You could have gone along with the plan that we had.
There wasn't much of a plan once Winter didn't make it through.
We still needed to figure out where Winter or Raskus had gone.
I mean, they were gonna tie us up. They weren't telling us anything. It just seemed like the best thing.
You're gonna get one of us killed. You have to stop and think about what you're doing. You can't just run into this and fight and expect you to. Just forget it. I need to sleep. We'll talk later. And I just try to find another couch to just lay on.
Okay.
Or I'll lay on the floor if I have to.
Yeah, there's plenty of sofas in the living room area. They're all extremely soft, as if they've never really been used. There's like that. There's that eeriness throughout this castle that there's not that many people in here. So like these rooms have barely ever been touched. So you're the only one that's still awake at the moment.
I'll just stay up and keep watch because I don't trust this
Okay.
being here.
Give me a perception check.
Disadvantage, right?
Yep.
All right. Okay, that was not that bad. And then, all right. Perception plus 3 and 11, 12 total.
Yeah. You don't really hear much throughout the room besides Raskus's very deep snoring coming from such a small boy. Thank you. But every 2 hours, like she said, you do see the body walk in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, good start. You see her eyes. Yeah, you see her eyes flare up. Okay, no magic. Even better.
Every time she walks in, I'm just like on my sword, kind of like sitting in the hilt is like right here, holding my head, just staring at the door.
Do you not trust me?
Not after everything we've been through. You haven't really given us a reason to.
That's interesting. We allowed your friend to come back. I felt like our hostility kind of went down after we had to apologize.
I'm just cautious.
And that will get you everywhere, being cautious. Because you never
what
know
happened?
who you can trust. Especially in a
happened when
magical
you're-
city like this.
After growing up in the wild and being attacked in your sleep a few times now, kind of. What happens?
Attacked in the wilds or attacked here in your sleep?
Here, there.
Everywhere, as the poem goes.
There you go. Yeah.
I didn't catch you for the literary type, but you did read him a poem to bring him back, so what do I know?
More than meets the eye, right?
Yeah. And your fighting was definitely interesting. You seem to be holding back more than any of your kind typically would.
I'm learning some things.
It's one of the most powerful things you can have. I've met the All-Brains, so I know that to be true. They know basically everything, so it's kind of annoying knowing as much as you can. But you should get some sleep. If you don't trust me, I completely understand.
I'll keep that in mind.
Because if what you had been saying is true, who knows the time limit you have left. And being not at your best for that would be the biggest detriment to yourself and your allies. And seeing as you care as much as you do, I have a feeling you want them to stay alive just as much as you want you to stay alive.
I'll look over when she says that, of the three of them. Yeah.
Then don't be stupid. And leaves. Comes back 2 hours later. Doesn't talk if she's not talked to. Checks. You see her eyes flare up every single time, making sure there's no magic going on. Leaves. The 8 hours pass. The three of you get your long rest.
I was gonna go to sleep after like the 4th hour, probably.
Okay.
But I didn't see anything out of the ordinary.
No, seemed pretty boring. Just in the room with quiet and snoring echoes.
Are we assuming that they provided some food for us? Because it said a level of exhaustion recovery requires food and drink.
They didn't provide any.
Oh, well, rip. So we're still exhausted.
Yeah, but Raskus, you're not -3 for everything.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
But you have the guards outside. You see her walk in after about 2 hours. Oh, well, good morning to the three of you. It's getting late in the day for us, but at least you seem to be awake.
I look over at Enos. Is he snoring?
Probably.
Very much. Very much so. Very tired.
Do you require anything? You want to go shopping? Do you need to do anything?
Could we have some food and water?
Yes. All you'd have to do is ask the guards outside. They're more the people to be doing that than I am. But that's anything in particular that you would want?
For myself, I'm not picky. I know Enos will probably want something with a lot of meat, and like potatoes, if possible. But
you see her just snap her fingers as one of the other guards walks in. This is your job, and then she leaves.
Nice. Okay, I tell him that we just need some food and water.
Okay, that's all you will be needing.
Raskus, Winter, do you guys need anything?
Nothing at the
I
moment.
mean, I'll take food and water as well.
Just the food.
Well,
honestly.
we all need food and water. I'm assuming I would have like food and water for all of us.
Oh,
Do you want a lunch meal? Do you want a breakfast meal? Do you want a happy meal? Like, I don't know what you want from me here.
I would like a Happy Meal with the boy toys, please.
Okay.
I want a Transformer.
Okay, we can go from the kids menu for that. That's fine. What's a transformer?
Your mom.
Is that?
Polymorph.
I feel like
Polymorph?
a druid
Polymorph.
could do something like that. I think.
Yeah, it's a wild shape.
I understand completely.
Yeah.
We'll have to see if the princess will allow you to have some of her food then.
I would like just a salad or anything with sustenance. I'm not picky.
Okay.
I'm fine with whatever, but the big man will probably want some kind of meat and starch.
Sounds
And a lot
perfectly
of it.
fine. I will see what our chefs can do. Closes the door, and you hear as they walk away in their heavy armor.
Nice.
The food comes back. It's very delicious.
I wake up. Oh, has it been 8 hours for Enos?
No, it's been 4. If you went to sleep at 4 hours.
Gotcha. I'm gonna set the food kind of near him and drape a blanket over him. Just so it's like there when he wakes up. And then I'll just go eat.
Yeah, Raskus, there's a note underneath your plate.
Oh, excellent. I will take that.
It's like it looks almost like a little picture that has, like, almost in, like, a crayon or in colorful calligraphy. I don't know how to word this. It just says, "You can have my food this once, but don't have it again." And it looks to be extremely childish.
I shove it into my pajamas or whatever I'm wearing.
Your
The
cloth.
food or the note?
I shove it into like the string along my loincloth and keep it like it's a 5 sticking out.
Yes, the princess wasn't too happy about having to share her food, but she's accepting it this once.
I am very thankful.
Mm-hmm. Do
Okay.
you all need anything else for the rest of the day? Do you want to leave at any point? Then we could obviously go, but you can't come back.
I think we're okay.
Question for DM.
Mm-hmm.
Did we ever go and get our weapons that we had ordered?
The other 3 did, yeah.
Okay.
Well,
So I didn't get mine.
I don't believe you got one in the first place, did you?
I thought I did. Maybe not. Never mind then. I scratched that off the record and pretend it didn't happen.
Cool.
I'm good. Thank you.
Sweet. So, the rest of the day is yours. You guys can just relax the rest of the day.
team, friends. Still getting used to that one. What are we gonna do? What are we doing here? What's happening?
We have to plan for the inevitable attack.
Yeah, I know, but what are we doing here?
I don't know. Raskus wanted to stay here.
I felt like it might be the best option right now because of this inevitable attack. I figured this might be the safest place in the city, given the amount that's around us. I do have another genuine question for Dia. How much do I remember before I died? Remember everything?
You remember getting shoved out, you remember fighting the shark, and the last thing you really recall is looking up towards the surface before everything went dim.
Okay, I got you. Just curious.
Yeah, before the incredible amount of blood loss got to you.
Yeah, I didn't want to like reference stuff that happened if I didn't remember it. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, you have keen mind, so
Yeah. That's
you remember
right.
all the painful stuff just as much as you remember all the good stuff.
Oh, awesome.
Nice.
So sad.
Yes, deep, baby. Never go near water again, or chairs, or windows. Okay.
Not in that order.
Start freaking out as I'm staying in bed. I'm like freaking out. Yeah, in that order. But I mean, presumably we can, once we rest up, we're free to leave afterwards. But I mean, didn't we kind of want to come in here in the first place and talk to some people?
We wanted to talk to her about helping the city prepare for the attack, but I'm not gonna stay here and hide while the rest of the city is in danger.
Yeah.
I don't think they want to talk to us.
Well,
I mean, given this, as I point to like the scarring on my stomach now, I mean, yeah, they weren't listening.
but now we have met the High Priestess, and it seems that we have at least some of her favor. Maybe now's the time to try to meet with the 5 families. But Winter and I would be the only ones really able to speak or that would be listened to.
Then I would say that would be y'all's call, since me and Enos can't put a word in. So if y'all feel that might be the best move and y'all feel comfortable doing that, then we can attempt that.
I just don't really know how we should go about asking or trying to arrange that.
We don't have anything. We don't have any bargaining. Like we know about this. We know about this impending threat. I don't think they believe this impending threat. 9 times out of 10, every time that we talk to someone about it, it's been they didn't care and said that it's not an issue, even though we know it's going to be an issue.
The High Priestess knows it's an issue.
But they don't believe her.
Then maybe we just have to get her to know that we believe her, and maybe we just have to wait until the attack happens to try to organize something.
And that's what I was afraid of. But I maybe we should talk about it more. Eleanor, I'm following you. If you think going out there and doing that, I'll be right behind you.
Maybe if we can't get at least all the 5 families, maybe at least we could get the Fairtoes on our side. I mean, they are the military, and they're gonna be the best chance of defense. But it's worth a shot.
Anything
We
at this point.
We could see if, like, Sardreza and the High Priestess could pull strings.
Maybe.
But that's the only idea I have. But I don't want to just give up and let all these people die. And we're not going to be safe forever. You and I both know that General Stormane's going to hunt us down.
I look over at Enos's sleeping body. Yeah, that is something that's pending and is on the way. So you need to move fast. If talking to the Fairtoes is it, then we should do it.
You hear a knock at the door.
Come in.
Come in.
The door swings open. You see a very pissed off Sardreza walk in. What the fuck are you all doing here?
I pat Winter on the shoulder and disappear into the other room.
Hi, Captain Sardreza.
Mm-hmm.
Hi.
Yes, that is me. Hello.
You would not believe the last 24 hours that we've had.
Oh, you won't believe the past 48 I've had. I haven't been able to sleep yet. I'm very angry. What are we doing here?
So,
Why is Enos asleep? Wake his dumb ass up.
I quickly go.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'll do it myself. I don't care.
He needs to rest. If you want any kind of soldiers capable of doing anything.
She just walks past and just pushes Enos out of the chair.
Yeah. Hi. What?
How did you get in here? How did you all get into the castle?
I actually was gonna ask that too, because
Funny story, really.
We were kidnapped.
We don't know.
I died.
I don't remember you looking like that before.
I'm sitting on the edge of the bed, swinging my feet,
Just
showing off my legs, and my 9 centimeter penis behind the cloth, just swinging.
We don't have to keep talking about it. That's above board. Please stop.
Well, it's long enough to be above board.
I hate you.
I can end the campaign right here.
No. But I am just sitting there swinging my feet, just like I died.
Huh. I was afraid of that. That's always fun.
It's not the best.
Do you know how much I have to go through because of you 4 idiots in here?
No, not at all.
It's just... I've already have so much going on, having to prep for this potential war that you guys have sprung upon us. Now I have to single-handedly explain why you all should be alive.
To who?
Mainly to the body of the Spider Queen.
Is the High Priestess not?
No, the High Priestess isn't understanding enough to understand what you all are to this city.
So there's another powerful person we have to worry about? How many of the people
The
are
powerful
there?
people you have to worry about are the guards that have to protect the High Priestess. We can't just have nobodies gallivanting next to the High Priestess. The High Priestess will do what she wants. But that just means we have to put extra security in order for her not to get assassinated in some way. You all have a certain level of trust within the Fairtoe family, yes. But any of you all could become mind-controlled at any time to assassinate anybody. So the fact that you are in this building right now is the biggest security breach we could have.
They offered to let us stay.
Yes, because they have
That
to...
kind of seems like it's on them.
They have to appease to the High Priestess, who doesn't understand anything. That's why security is so stressful at the moment. They were trying not to let me in this room. Don't go out there, is the easiest thing I can say at the moment.
Why?
Leave? Do they want us to leave? We can leave the castle.
Leaving,
If they want to knock us
not
out again,
particularly.
get us out of here.
The issue stands that the High Priestess isn't woken up yet.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, she had to use so much power that she doesn't understand how to control in the first place to even do this ritual. Good to have you back, Raskus. I'm sorry I haven't said that earlier.
It's okay.
But tensions are fairly high outside of the castle, seeing as the power fluctuation literally everywhere in the city kind of happened.
Oh, did the same thing last night? I don't know.
Not the same power surge, but this was it was a lot longer of a power surge than just that quick one that it was the night before when she was angry.
Ew.
Since I'm assuming bringing Raskus back was not a 1-minute endeavor.
Body did mention something about. I look over at the rest of the party. The body did mention something about how she usually uses a lot of power to do things like this. To do a lot of things.
She doesn't understand how to use power. We have, the 5 of us, we have trained to understand what we are capable of and to increase it. She was just given the power without understanding how it all works. She can use it, yes. Can she use high capability spells? Absolutely. Will it take a toll on her? Yes. Because she doesn't have the correct ideas of how to do it all.
Sounds like you're doubting a lot the person that Lowell choose to give her powers to.
Mm-hmm. The difference is I can run faster than her, so that's what's keeping me safe at this very moment in time. I can stay out of range of her hearing me say all this. But, what is the plan for this war? Do you have any idea what you have to offer to assist in this?
I need to speak with the leader of the Fairtoe family.
Hello, that's me.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh,
We need to strategize for what we're going to do because the other
That's why I'm
families
here.
are not going to listen until the city's attacked.
Do you wish to speak to the 5 families?
Do you think it'll change anything?
No idea.
It's worth a shot. It's our only chance.
That's our only gamble. That's our only shot.
I don't think they would be very appreciative of me having almost 2 days in a row of back-to-back meetings. So we'll probably have to wait till either tomorrow or the next day. Which
That's fine.
I'm starting to get more concerned about with the information I've been given about you all.
What information would that be?
It's more of the timelines of how quick you all got down here and the hatred that this man has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you don't want to inconvenience the families, but I think this is something that needs to be dealt with now rather than later.
Yes, but the All Brain is doing a lot of research on the four of you and this General Storm main figure. So they need time to somehow reach out to their different ways of getting information to figure out what is happening.
Well, then we need to meet as soon as we can, as just we can be wherever we need to. But we're running out of time.
And we're willing to do whatever we need to do when it comes to this fight.
We only have 5 regiments of the Ferto family still around at the moment. Most of them are doing things within the Underdark. So we're fairly understaffed for this, so your regiment has to carry a lot of weight.
Would it be helpful if you guys knew where he was?
Figuratively or literally?
Both. If one of us could find out how far he's gotten down and could make it back.
All we need to know is what he looks like and the general idea of who he is, and we can use scrying, thank you. I knew it started with an S. We could use scrying to track his location.
I point at Enos, an older, bigger version of him.
It's a little shorter, actually. Like
Oh.
2 inches shorter.
Well dressed.
Enos, not now.
Well dressed.
Yeah, I'm glad you memorized that.
And he's wearing a suit, and whenever any attack
We
makes
need a
contact,
picture of this.
Oh, shit.
We need a visual
Like
representation. A description will only get us so far, but if you could show
picture
us
I
what
have-
he looks like, that'd be helpful.
Is it because I know Eleanor gave me the picture, but is it just of his wife or is
It
it
was
both
just a
of them?
picture of his wife.
Yeah,
I thought it was the two of them.
Yeah, I thought so.
I
Never mind.
thought it was just the wife, because it was like a memoriam type thing. Where it was
Yeah.
just her.
Let me
Yeah.
consult my notes.
While she's doing that, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
The note that I received, who that was from? That wasn't from the High Priest. That was from the Fire Queen.
No.
Who was that from? Again?
That was from the princess, which you don't
The
know who that is.
princess.
There's the high priestess and there's this princess.
Okay.
They've been
so the
referred to
princess
as two
is-
different people.
Okay, but the princess is the person that they all go to.
The princess is who gave you that message because you wanted a kid's meal.
Yes.
Child.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And the high priestess, as you just learned, has been unconscious this entire time.
Yeah.
So there's a princess, and then there's a high priestess.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And we have not met the princess yet.
Correct.
No.
Okay.
But she is above everybody else, presumably.
Theoretically, yeah. Anyone in
Okay.
this castle, she would have the highest standing
Okay.
compared to the underlings and you all.
Unless it's 2 people in the
Gotcha.
same body. Just kidding, I don't know.
Well,
That's what-
How about we go back with you to the barracks? That way we can be close by as soon as the meeting can be held, and we can strategize there.
Well, the meeting wouldn't be at the barracks. The meeting is in a special place. But you all are
Where-
free to come to the meeting if you want to. It could get heated. They could get very pissed off about whatever we all have to say.
We need to make sure the masked body knows that we're leaving. Because if not, then we're probably gonna be killed for leaving. Without telling her.
When was the last time they had shown up? It was 30 minutes ago.
30 minutes ago?
And I assume they're on a pretty strict routine.
She'll be back in an hour and a half.
Every 2 hours she drives by.
That's unfortunate. We could just leave a note.
No.
No.
Well,
I don't.
Is she that mean? I've never met her.
She
We're good.
nearly killed Enos.
He
Basically
tends to do
told
that
me-
to himself, don't you think?
Yeah, but she's quite
That'd be his
powerful.
third
I
time
don't doubt-
doing this.
I don't doubt she could have us easily hunted down and killed.
If we left, she would put a bounty on all of us, and we would be hunted down.
They've already got me once.
Nah,
But
there's
you
no
said
way
we could
that's
let her
true.
know. Right.
No.
Yeah, one of the guards, I think she said we could let her know. That we
Yeah,
were
the
there.
thing about the guards, though, yeah. They might not
Yeah.
wake up for a little bit. unless you all can wake them up.
Okay.
What did you do?
They weren't gonna
You're
let me
not
in, so
to be here. Yeah.
I can heal them. I can
that'd
heal
be a
them.
good start. I didn't kill them, I just knocked them unconscious.
Okay.
I'm not an animal.
Did they see you?
Yes, because they tried to have an argument with me.
How did you find out we were here?
I was given a
No.
note from Winter saying that they were most likely going to fail the spy exam, and it's very peculiar when a person of the masked body comes and gives me a note.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I sent that note because I knew we were going to be here for a long time, or just in general.
Yeah,
Anyway.
you don't have to worry about the spy thing. Julian got bored anyway in the house they were at.
Anyway, I will. Okay, let's just solve this right now. And I go over to one of the guards.
Yeah, like you open the door and you see 3 people just knocked out in the hallway.
He's badass.
Well,
It's tiring.
I can get one.
That's all we need. Just to leave a message.
Like she picks one of them up, just starts slapping them in the face. You see them start to slowly wake up, but they do look very drowsy.
Okay. Are they for mechanics? Are they at 0 hit points
No.
though, or?
No.
Oh, okay. I try. Are they like conscious now and talking?
Like they're slowly waking up. She's like, "What the fuck just happened?"
Hey, can you tell the body that we are going to the barracks, the Fairto barracks? Do you shake your head if you understand me?
Like they're being held aloft by Sardreza. They are not up on their own free will.
Okay. I try to.
Do you have any water or anything? Just like splash them in the face, wake them up.
There is water in this room. And I grab.
Just
whatever-
waterboard them the same way they probably would have done to you. I don't know.
I grab
Yeah.
whatever pitcher that they gave us the water or whatever, and I just splash the dude with the
They're
water.
all women. Still
Women,
all
my
women.
And I splash her. Hi. We are going to the Fairto barracks. We want to let you know so that you guys don't hunt all of us down. Is that okay?
That sounds perfectly fine.
Okay.
My head is still ringing.
Mm-hmm.
Ow. Who hit me again? Looks over at Sardreza. It was you. Just knocks them out again. It's fine.
Well,
They'll wake up before an hour and a half anyway. It'll be okay.
cool. Guys, we're going. We're going. We're going.
I don't feel good about this.
I was gonna. Yes, this is not a good look for us.
Maybe we'll just
I
run
don't
into
like
the
this.
body on our way out. They know who I am.
That's even worse, possibly.
I really would
actually.
like to not have a round 2 of this.
What are they gonna do?
So-
Stop me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Nah. I mean, I might be from the second lowest family, but I'm not afraid of this person.
Well, I am, so I'm not going. I'm waiting till she comes back.
I think it's in all of our best interest if we wait till she comes back.
Okay, do you just want to meet up with me at the barracks in 2 hours?
Yes.
That sounds like a better
Yeah.
plan.
Yeah.
I thought that was the only
Then
option.
why didn't you
but then
offer it earlier? You could have stopped
I
me.
tried to.
You had your own motives.
Lack
I
of
just need to
communication.
sleep.
That's fine. We all need to sleep.
The amount of paperwork is killing me, and my assistant won't do it anymore. So we all have the problems.
Okay.
Meet you in 2 hours at the barracks. Sounds fine.
Awesome. Okay. About 10 minutes later,
Fuck.
the body comes into the room. What the hell has happened in here?
Sardreza.
Yeah, I saw her leaving, and she had a really stupid look on her face when she walked past me.
She wanted us to leave, and we told her no. We wanted to tell you first, so we didn't get killed.
That's
So, yeah,
so
we're
incredibly
leaving.
responsible of you all. I was never expecting that. Yes,
We tried
you can go. I need to take you guys out. Let's go.
Okay.
All right, thank you. That's funny.
I never
Which
thought
side?
you guys would be as responsible as to listen to orders by yourselves. But apparently I'm just wrong.
It's a new me.
I still don't know really much about you.
Can I grab like a pillowcase and I tie it around me with like, I have been rebirthed.
I think you mean reborn.
No.
The body
I'm
is
not
just
the
staring at
smartest.
you with her bright red eyes. You can't see her face, but you can only assume utter confusion.
As I start walking out with her.
I hate all four of you.
I
We
didn't do
grow
it.
on you. We grow on you.
It's hatred by association. I'm sorry.
I'll ditch them.
And what? Join the body network? I don't think so.
Can.
No.
Shit.
Yeah, but you all make your way back into the main hall. You see the throne up at the top, and you see this little girl. She looks like just a very young drow, and a male drow that seems to be in very nice, like purple attire, and they're just like playing patty cake in the main chamber.
Is that the princess?
Are you asking the body?
Yeah.
Yes, that would be Princess Elvzin. Elvzine, that sounds better. Yes, the only daughter of the High Priestess and her husband. But here's the front door. Don't let it hit you on the way out, and please do not come back without proper anything. Don't make me have to come and get you again in the middle of the night, because that's time out of my sleep schedule.
Will do.
Hmm.
Isn't that right, everyone?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And
Yes.
here, let me test you all real quick. What name don't we say?
I have it written down. Kidding.
We're not gonna
Kidding.
say it, but the name of the high priestess.
The high priestess name.
I need all
Good
four
job.
of you to say it.
The High
Priestess
Priestess
name.
name.
I never
Good.
said it in the first
You
place.
don't say her name. Yep.
I said it a lot, actually.
Yes,
Same.
you did. Yeah. You really
I wasn't.
hurt Richard's feelings.
I left him a note, actually.
Well,
telling
we
him
haven't
that I
heard
said it.
anything since, because he sent out his report and we never heard anything after the fact. So
Oh, so Richard's dead? Presumably?
we haven't heard another report about someone saying the High Priestess's name from him. That's the only time we hear
Oh,
reports.
okay.
So
Gotcha.
the fact that we haven't heard anything back from him doesn't mean anything. Just means that no one else
Okay.
is fucked up as much as you guys have.
Well,
Cool. That's good to know.
Now go
Yeah.
fuck off and fuck up somewhere else.
I will,
Will
actually.
do.
If you want to join the fuckery, you probably can find us really easily. So
Don't
Why are
worry.
we still here?
Yeah, you know, I appreciate someone trying to talk to me, but I do have 20 other jobs to be doing besides babysitting you all.
right.
can we go now?
I've been. I went to. I'm already. They're already on their way out. Just.
Bye. We'll see you again. I'm sure.
No, I hope we don't meet again. You're great, but you're
If
scary.
there's another family meeting, the body will be there, obviously. So if you are ever somehow at a 5 family meeting, I'm going to resign.
Should we, just out of curiosity, since we haven't asked before, are there any other rules that we should know about this town, Sir Dreza?
Typically, just don't be a terrorist is a good start.
Ugh.
that might be hard.
I look over at Eleonora. Yeah.
Yeah, with your necklace,
Yeah.
I sure hope you don't do anything silly.
I cover my
Almost.
necklace.
Yeah, Eleonora. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, the
I
reports
wasn't
about
gonna
you,
do it.
Eleonora, were definitely interesting.
that's good to know.
What?
Well, the
I didn't
reports
notice that.
about you and your necklace. When the guard had to report about you in particular, they did note your necklace, so.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's just a necklace.
Roll a deception check.
My mom
I
made it
want you to
for
get a
me.
1. I am praying on your downfall.
That's a 18.
I found it at J.C. Penney.
Interesting. Well, you have a very dangerous necklace on, needless to say.
Okay.
Now, do we want to keep talking, or are you going to start leaving?
I think we're.
I walk out the door.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure we didn't fuck up anymore with like that whole situation beforehand. But now that I know it's don't say that and not be a terrorist, I'm good to go. So
Yeah, just
thank
have
you.
general respect for people of high standing.
Will do. This is all new to me, so thank you. And I skedaddle on out.
Then let me cordially invite you to Omva Alandi on your third or fourth day. Goodbye. She walks
Thank
back
you.
inside.
Ailey.
So, as you guys leave the Seerear Castle, what do you guys want to do?
Not get in trouble.
Okay, show me how to do that.
Not burn down a farm.
Can
with an
we just
attraction?
go directly to the barracks, or does anyone have something they want to do?
Maybe we should get our stuff from the inn.
Yes, because I need my armor back.
True.
I thought you already had
Good
your
point.
stuff. Or no?
No, he's still walking around naked.
I'm
Oh.
in my. Oh shit! I am naked.
I'll wrap you up like a baby in my cloak and carry you.
Like little like baby pouches, like in the front. Like a,
Bjorns or whatever.
yeah. Yeah.
Baby Bjorn.
Yuck.
Okay, you can head back. You can head back to the Peaceful Ice Inn. You see Callan is there. Oh, it's good to see that you're all still alive.
It's a wonderful day to be here.
Barely.
Why are you naked in my establishment?
Hey, I would have covered him up. I
Yeah,
would
but
have covered up the 9 centimeters.
it's just like, why? You know, you used to have a lot more clothing on.
But wouldn't you know, I left it in our room, actually.
Wild. You were kind of starting to match your big friend over there, just being shirtless at all times.
You know, I would, but I'm nowhere near as muscular as my friend here, so
I can see that.
you didn't have to say that, but I would like to go up to my room now. Please.
Which one? You
Get my
have 2
armor.
rooms.
Oh shit, that's true, huh?
Why do we have 2 rooms?
Because
Because we checked the
we were
bottom one, the first one that we
investigating.
got. Yes, the
Mhm.
first one that we bought. The second floor, I believe, is what it was.
Correct.
Yes.
Hmm.
Second floor, please. Room.
Yeah, you can go up there. I don't think Winter touched the notes on the beds. So you see a note on Enos and Eleanor's beds.
I would like to read it.
You cannot
I
read
guess
the
I'll leave
language.
That is right. I forgot, but I wasn't there, so I didn't know.
You pick it up, put it down. Don't know what the fuck that said.
I can't read this, and I folded up and just put it back on the bed and get my armor and walk out.
Can't
Oh.
read.
I'll look at the note. Is it in the same language it was in last time?
It's still an undercommon.
Okay. I'd leave it there and just because it's more. I'm guessing it's more or less the same thing.
Yeah.
Enos. I can't read. Anyways,
Now
You
everybody knows.
Yeah, you guys are able to get all your stuff back, and you can head back out.
yes.
Well, I hope you all have a good last 3 hours in your day.
We go.
Sure. Anyway.
Enos still
You
hasn't
as
gotten his full
well.
rest.
Huh?
Yeah, you
Enos
know,
still
you
hasn't
never finish
gotten
your
full
rest. You never finish your long rest.
He can sleep at the
How
barracks.
much time do I have? Yeah, I can sleep at the.
Is that even how that works?
Well, now
Oh.
he has to get another full 8 hours after sleeping for
Yeah.
4.
Yeah.
Yeah,
what I
that's
say,
great.
You
That's
can't just
fine.
split it up. Okay.
Wait, does he have a second point of exhaustion now?
He will in 6 hours.
You know, I
Okay,
took
so
a
if we
nap.
go back and go to bed, like, you won't take another point.
Yeah.
I napped. It's fine. I'm fine, guys. I'm fine.
Alright, so where are you guys going?
The barracks.
Okay.
Barracks, yeah.
You make your way back to the barracks. You see a couple people are doing their late night training. They're doing their nighttime squats or whatever people do at the gym. I've never been. But you see several different people training out in the middle. You see Zula. You see the Spider Rider kid as well. That is a fair point, Raskus. You do still have the tattoo on the back of your neck.
Okay.
They were bluffing
Cool.
when they said they skinned your head.
Those bastards. Anyways,
Yeah, but
I-
looking around, there's no sign of Sardreza at the moment.
Do we know how much? Well, Raskus would know how much time before they go to sleep.
Raskus's bodily clock kind of got reset with dying.
but the innkeeper guy just said 3 hours left in the day.
I'm assuming it's like 2.5 from now.
Yeah, because it takes a while to get across the city.
Mhm.
So,
so-
so knowing their time schedule, that would be about 2.5 hours until 10 p.m.
Let it be known that Eleonora still has barely looked at Enos in the past times we've been awake. And I'm being super short with him if I have to talk to him. I'm still pissed.
You all hear a whisper
That-
behind your head. Hi, you're back. How are you all doing? As you see
Hi.
Snarl behind you.
Hi, Snarl.
Hello, Snarl.
Any fun missions you all have been on?
Not that we can tell you about.
I wouldn't call it a mission.
Oh. Well, was it at least a success?
Yes.
I'd say so.
Well, then that's a successful mission. As he gets like
Snarl.
all hoity-toity.
Hey, you with your creepiness and looking around. Have you seen Sardreza around?
The last time I saw her, she was going back to the estate. She looked extremely tired, so I'm assuming she was trying to get some sleep.
Bet. We'll just wait for her in the morning.
Yeah, well, fine. We'll just wait.
Were you supposed to meet with her?
Yeah,
Yes.
here. But it's fine. She needs rest.
Um,
So we can wait here.
Well, good luck, Regiment 6.
we still about that as he's leaving. We need a name.
I
A
was gonna
temporary
tell-
one, at least.
They was.
The fuck ups.
Dipshits.
Don't think I can
The
put that in a
what?
YouTube title.
Yeah.
Damn it, you almost made me choke on a grape.
How many of you just snorted right there? How many piggies did we just have?
How many what? Oh, yeah, I did too.
Two.
Yeah, I farted too.
Like, there's 2 or 3. I didn't know if Val
I
did
thought you
as
said
well.
you farted, and I was like, dang, you laughed hard enough to
No, you would know. It would be known. Anyways,
Anyways.
we need to. Do we need a name? Are we like a team? Is that a thing?
Dude, we brought you back from the dead. Of course we're a team.
But like, I mean, I appreciate that. I am very thankful for everybody. As I'm looking at everybody, I'm like, I am very thankful to be back. But I don't know. I guess I never thought of a team name before. I didn't know we were like a team you call on. I thought we were just a group of people, friends. It should be called the Friends. Let's just be called Friends. Actually,
We are
we should
friends
get 2 more people.
who are
We should
also
be-
a team.
We should get 2 more people and call ourselves Friends.
No. I would say that we are
Call me Chandler.
Overrated, I think,
friends,
personally. The name's a bit overrated, but you know.
but
Okay.
I don't
never mind.
know.
Okay.
What's something that brings us together? I don't know. Isn't that something teams do? I don't know.
As I pull down my are the glasses canon?
Yeah.
Can they be canon? Okay. As I pull down my gold trimmed glasses, I look at Winter as they say, "What brings us together?" and I say, "Friendship."
Our hatred of Storm, bitch.
As Raskus brings his glasses down for the first time, you can see that his left eye has a spider web filament going around it. Like it's kind of like the tattoo from before, but it's just like a spider web eyeliner and eyeshadow.
So he looks like Spider-Man.
It's very small. It's like just this one section of his face.
Call me Peter. Hello, Peter.
Peter.
Hello, Peter.
I didn't know
Hey,
you,
Peter.
Hello.
Rastus, I didn't know you were into makeup.
Huh?
No, you have some sort of. It looks like eyeliner.
No, these are glasses.
No. Under the glasses.
Oh, what's there?
It looks like a spider tattoo, but like eyeliner. It's quite fashionable. I won't lie.
I tried to wipe it off, see if it wipes off.
Just it wipes away without any problems.
Oh.
What do you?
Like you can see it on your finger. It's just like a dangling spider web off your finger.
Oh,
It's a black spider web.
black spider web. Is this the same as spider behind?
No, the other one just was doing opalescent, almost pure white.
Oh, okay. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I was getting a phone call, and it messed up the audio.
I thought you were trying to talk to the other spider. That's why I was like,
No. I was getting a call. So, okay. Can I put my hand? I never got. Oh shit! I did.
Yeah, you
get
put
my
it back there.
hand.
You feel a spider appear.
Hello.
Yes. How can I assist you?
Do you? Well, first off, how are you?
It was dark for about 24 hours. It was not a very pleasant feeling.
Okay, that answers my question. So, what? Do you know anything about this as I hold up the black spider web?
It's a typical mark from Loth. It's typically it's signifying that you've been brought back by someone of high power, according to Loth.
Oh, according to Wolf, I see.
Looks like we're all getting aligned with evil beings.
Love it. What?
What?
Huh?
But from what I
All of
can,
us?
from what I can tell, you still don't seem to have anything corrupt about you, from just being in your interior and your psyche. Some fucked up thoughts, yes, but you seem to be pretty good otherwise.
Hey, okay. Anyways,
Hey, yo.
so what all can you do? Do you know? What is your...
More specifically, I can just become into a giant spider at the cost of some of your power, and you could ride me, and I can walk on walls and shoot webs out of my ass.
I see.
Typical of most spiders. I'm not a
Gotcha.
phase spider by any means. I'm a rather typical spider. So I
Gotcha.
cannot teleport, but I can move fairly quickly nonetheless.
Cool. And do you how much? You said you need my power. How much power do you require to transform?
It would take some of your resting power. It would take about 1 or 2 of your hit dice to do.
Oh, interesting.
So you'd be
Like this-
sacrificing the short rest capabilities to be able to turn him bigger.
Okay. I don't use them a whole lot. Okay. Interesting. I still don't have a name for you.
Well, I could just be a new spider, since we did both just die and come back.
That is true. What name would you like?
I still do not care. I'm under your control,
Okay.
while answering to higher powers.
Of course, I understood that. I'm gonna call you Jonathan,
Sure.
Excellent. As
Give me an
shove
insight
Jonathan
check
back
on Jonathan.
on. I hope he's not evil. Fuck. Although I get a +3, but I get a -3, so 18.
Yeah. He seems to be a little grumpier than the last time. Almost as if dying made him change a little bit, but he still seems like a good spider. He's just more vulgar.
Crotchety.
Like he has the same tone, but he's just cursing more.
I see. Okay, that's fine. That's a fun characteristic. Okay, so ultimately, we're here to help prepare them for this upcoming war that we inadvertently have brought to them in a way.
There's a war?
Snarl, I grab his hand. How are you doing today?
I could be better. It's been a long day.
I hear that. I feel that. You are seen and you are heard. I think it'd be best.
Job description.
yeah. You're kind of failing at your job right now, Snarl.
What? I'm an intel gatherer. I'm just very inquisitive.
I hear that. Well,
I've heard nothing about the war. What war are we speaking of?
Snarl, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you right now, and I'm being honest with you, Snarl. I died, and just got brought back not even 24 hours ago. Okay.
I feel like that's what happens when I go to sleep every night, so I know how you feel.
Are you okay? Do you need to talk?
Weird.
Anyways, okay.
Are we
He's
just
such a
waiting?
Leo.
Back to what I was saying. We should go somewhere else.
Yeah, you guys have your regiment room.
Yes, regiment room, please.
Well, they go to the
Everybody.
regiment room. Everybody.
I mean, we can wait.
No, I'll go.
No. Please,
I just no. No, I'm going with you.
You brought me back to life. This is big as me repaying you. Go do what you gotta do.
I don't. That's the thing. Well, thank you. I'll do that. And I guess I go over to whatever room, or not room, but whatever trainer is around, and just in a sad, like I am obviously sad, that the whole spy thing didn't work out. I'm gonna try to find Snarl. Honestly,
Okay.
I guess I just look up. Snarl, I know you're around here somewhere. Can we just talk?
Yeah, you look back down. He's in front of you. Yes.
So you said you were very inquisitive, so I can tell that you know that I failed the exam test that I had.
No.
Anyway, can I train under you? I don't know if that's.
Well,
I don't know if
our
that's.
fighting sets are a little bit different. You are more fast-paced, and I'm the slow, brutal kind. So, I don't know if that would be very compatible.
At least try. Not even to become a spy or rogue, just so I can stay on my toes.
I wouldn't even know where to start. I've never trained someone before.
What do you do to prepare for a mission?
To prepare for a mission, I make sure all of my clothing's nicely pressed and it's as dark black as it can be, so that I can stay to the shadows. And then I drink my tea, and I go on my way.
Combat.
Oh.
That's what I was talking about.
Well, I don't really do combat. If they see me, they're typically dead.
Okay.
You have to really get the jump on them so that they don't scream out too much.
Understandable.
They can be very
Um,
loud.
You just the giant shells over Winter's body, just like, this is all too familiar. Ugh, yuck. Yeah, I understand. Um, okay, maybe if that doesn't work, do you know if there's any way I can take the test again?
Well, you can take it as many times as you want. There's nothing stopping you from taking it again. The parameters of the test just may be different.
Okay. Do you know if Halloween...
Halloween is here, yes.
Can I speak to her? Do you know where she is?
I knew where she was when she was hiding from you, so yeah, I know where she is.
Okay. Can you tell me so I can speak to her?
Do you want me to just take you there?
I failed the test already. I mean, Sure. Yeah.
Well, she's in the barracks. It's just I'm not good at describing directions.
Okay. Well, I start trying to make my way to...
Snarl just leads you to, it's almost like a library section. It's a very weird library 'cause it's all about like militaristic stuff, and you do see the paler white drow in there.
Hi.
Hello. Good to see you again.
Yeah. I'm sorry. The last couple of days have been a lot, and I wasn't able to complete the task, but I do want to take the test again.
Well, that's more of a Sardreza thing than me. I'm just a trainer that she called on for my test.
Okay. Have you seen her? We were supposed to meet her, and she hasn't returned.
She's usually very punctual with her time. So whenever you're supposed to meet her, she should be here. I haven't heard anything about where she was, though.
Okay. I guess... Thank you. Can you keep an ear out if you see or hear anything, talk to me or any of the people that you've seen me around?
If I see Sardreza, I can just send her to your regiment room.
That'd be cool, too. And I guess I walk out and sadly head to the room where everyone else is since I can't get anything done.
Okay. So what are you guys doing?
And I will, while he was doing that, I'm just gonna tell everyone I'm gonna step out for a bit. I'll be back before Cedreza gets back. And then I go to one of the trainers.
Okay.
And
You see Zula, the chain fighter, working with a trainer who's just constantly dodging a ton. They're really the only group still working at the moment, so it's getting later in the day.
I'm just gonna sorry for bothering you guys, can continue. I just have a quick question. Is there a forge open right now? And where?
Well, the only forge we really have is the Adamantine Forge, which is under the name of the Masters of Adamantine.
Where would that be?
It should be fairly close to the Phaserus monstrosity. It's basically right across the street from the Phaserus pillar.
Oh, perfect. So it's not too far from here, right?
Yeah, it's not far at all. It's a couple streets away.
Okay. I'll make my way over there. Thank you.
So you notice that this building has many different smoke plumes that are billowing out of the holes within the towering stalagmite. It raises about 60 feet above the ground in a conical fashion, and it's emanating heat. And it has a sign above the main door that reads, Masters of Adamantine. You can go on in, and it seems to be just a flat room that just resembles a generic shop. There's beautiful and expertly made weapons and armor lining many of the walls. In the center of the room is a spherical countertop with a spiral staircase going up. You do see someone behind the front counter, It's a younger looking drow that has a pair of spectacles on, and his nose is just deep in a book right now.
Hello.
Oh, hello. How may I assist you?
I was just looking for some help. What's your name?
I am Tenok Mayfin.
Tanak. Nice to meet you. I'm Enos. I'm with the Fairtoes.
I can
Right,
see
yes.
that. It's very nice to make your acquaintance for the first time.
Yeah, I was just wondering, and this is probably way below what you guys do. I see the beautiful pieces of furniture you guys have here. I was just wondering if you could make a dagger out of this, and I'll take out the tooth that I have from the... What's its name?
The gyrus.
Gyrus.
He like grabs it very daintily. I don't think any of our master craftsmen would be able to do anything with this. This would be more of the hunter type, or someone of that works with bone. That would be your better option. We work with mithril, coal, and iron, so I don't know what to do with a bone, I'm sorry to say.
Oh, that's all right. I understand. Would you happen to know anyone who does?
There might be someone within the Fairtoe family. That they're the hunting people. I wouldn't know any of them. I'm just a shopkeep.
You're probably right.
So I'm sorry to say that I do not have the expertise in how to do this, or anyone in this building would either.
That's fine. Think anyway.
Here you go. And like quickly wipes off his hand.
All right. Well, thank you for your time, and I will step out. And wait, what's the name? How far is the sticks and stones from? Like, how long would it take me?
Probably like a 5-minute walk.
Okay, I'll head there as well.
Go to Sticks and Stones. You see, I know his name. I don't have to look it up. Lurdfane. Welcome back to the shop. What would you be needing on this fine night before we close?
I'm just looking for some. I don't know. What do you have? Interesting.
We're a general store. We have lots of things. We have poisons. We have healing poisons. Poison preventing poisons. That's one of our favorite aisles. We do have generic medical supplies. We have anything that the farmers might need that we've crafted. We have several different things. What is it that you were looking for?
I'm necessarily looking anything of the adventuring kind. I'm not good at this. Something that looks. It's more for a look. Something that looks pretty.
Like a ring, a necklace. We do have some of those.
Yeah, sure.
We can go over to the ring aisle. I believe one of your allies had come in and looked at some rings earlier as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do see a pretty small section, but it's just filled with beautiful jewelry, different golds, platinums, irons, copper. And they have just a menagerie of jewelry because drows do love their jewelry. Would any of these be satisfying to you? Is it for a special someone? He like elbows you a little bit. Just for yourself. Like, that's perfectly fine. Everyone needs to have a certain amount of drip to them.
Yeah, sure. Even
Yeah.
the fucking ring on my hand is still
Yeah.
anyway.
Who is
Sure,
it
sure.
for, Enos?
For the drip.
No one knows.
That's
For the
was
drip.
for.
You're not here. No one's here. It's just me.
We do make sunglasses just in the case that some of us need to go to the surface. It helps us a little bit. It's not very helpful.
Man, I don't even know. I don't know. Is there any bracelets?
Yes, there should be plenty of bracelets. There's cloth bracelets. There's metal bracelets. Mix and match if you really need. As you would know, the lowest costing one would be probably the copper, going up to platinum being the most expensive, with everything else in between.
I have no
Do
idea.
you need magical rings? We could get a couple of. We have very few of those if you'd really want to, if you have this coin to spare.
What do the magic ones do?
Um,
I wasn't thinking of it, but now you brought it up, and now I want. Now
how
I
much
wanna
money
know.
do you have is the bigger concern here.
Ah, fuck. Okay, I have. What's that? 1900.
Okay, probably the cheapest one would be in the low 2000s.
Jeez.
What do they
I'm
do,
pretty
though?
sure that's me being cheap again.
What do they do though?
Your world. Be as cheap as you want them to be.
Yeah, but I need to assemble a level of balance
Yeah.
with you all.
We're going into a war.
Okay, I'm just looking for something. I don't know what would look prettier, like silver or platinum. Just something that looks.
Well, you are wearing a lot of golds and reds, so
That's my.
gold tends to go with gold.
Yeah, sure. But it's okay. It's sure it's not for me.
It's not for you.
No.
Okay. Well, platinum is the nicest things we have. Platinum necklaces, platinum. I can't say platinum. I keep saying plaque. Platinum. We don't really have too much of the magical items. We don't really specialize in magic. You'd have to go to the Phaser's Pillar for full magic items. Ours are very minimal. We're
Can
closing
I
in
just
20
tell you
minutes.
kind of what I'm thinking about,
Yeah.
and then yeah.
Give me a description. I want to get through this.
Yeah. Like just a bracelet, like you know those like clasps on neck bracelets, kind of like that, but like it goes around. It could be silver or platinum, kind of like an X-ish kind of, and maybe if there has like a stone in it, in like the center, any kind of stone.
Okay, it's like a crossband necklace with a stone kind of attaching the
If
two
it
pieces.
doesn't have a stone, it doesn't have to, but it's something like that.
Let me roll my D100s. I've rolled those more than anything else today. Yeah, you can find one, but it's mainly made out of iron. And you wouldn't find a stone attached to it, no. But you do have you do find a crossband bracelet made out of iron.
Okay, cool. Sure.
That'll probably run you about 45 gold pieces for that.
Okay, that's fine.
Craftsmanship does not come cheap.
So 4 platinum and 5 gold because I don't have change.
Oh, platinum, that's impressive. And puts it in his pocket.
And there you go. That's all. Also, just a quick question: what were you doing with that poison that we brought back to you?
Oh,
Those poison
I was using the poison sacks to make stronger poisons for paralysis, because that's what the creature is all about. So
You only work with poison? Do you work with? Because I have this one of the tooths from it. I was trying to turn it into a dagger. I don't know if you do.
I am a craftsman, but I don't typically work with bone. I'm more of an alchemist than anything else.
That's fair.
Me and Accordia, we kind of work together to make sure we have enough poison potions and potions of poison.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time. I'm
Yeah,
sure I'll be seeing you
absolutely.
again.
Yeah. It's always good to see unfamiliar faces.
I'll walk back to the barracks.
Yeah, you guys all meet up back in your regiment room.
So we're talking about a name.
Yeah, I understand that friendship binds us together, but are we naming ourselves Friendship? I feel like
No,
No.
that's a horrible name. I did that as a joke.
you said.
All right.
Ask us.
Well, we all hate Stormane. And I don't know. Maybe like a play off of his name? Or like the antithesis of his name?
So you're just making fun of Enos's last name. Sounds good.
Yes.
He hates it.
I mean,
Well,
I wouldn't say hate it.
If he's the
It's a
storm,
family name.
we're the sun. Okay.
The
We're
tribe
the sun
Stormies are a
breaking
lot nicer than him. Okay, look, the tribe is a lot nicer than he is. All right, he's an outlier.
I like that Enos is talking to the voice in his head as I intervened into the conversation.
We are the sun breaking through the clouds of this storm. Okay.
So
That's
we're
right.
sun what?
The Sunbreakers? I don't know.
Sunbringers.
Sunbringers.
Suncatchers?
Suncatchers.
Even I have no idea.
Sun friends.
Sounds like a art project for a 4-year-old and a suncatcher.
I want to be called. I like sunbreakers,
But we're not breaking the sun.
but we're
Yes.
breaking through to get rid of the storm.
Wait! Cloudbreakers.
Cloud breakers. I will run with it. I like it. It's better than Regiment 6. And I guess it's better than Friends.
And it's better than Windbreaker, because then we're not farting.
No, alright, well now it has to be Windbreakers.
My axe is named Windbreaker. Excuse you.
I know, I was making fun of it.
We could, I don't know. I'm cool with Cloud Breakers. That or Sunbreakers, whichever one y'all want to do. Unless everyone has any other suggestions, because I sure as hell don't. Nobody likes
I
my
personally like
suggestions.
Sunbringers, but
Oh wait, Sunbreakers or Sunbringers?
Sunbringers.
Oh yes, I like that much better.
I mean, to be
I
fair,
thought-
really.
Y'all, I
Well-
freaking glow gold. I don't know what you want me to do.
My
Sorry.
deity is literally called Glitter Gold.
Yeah, but so far
Exactly.
everywhere we've been, we bring the opposite.
And it's
I
time to
under
change that.
circumstances.
The what?
We literally
It's
have a companion back up top made of fire.
That's true. Okay.
You do?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You would
You ever
love
met
him.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know, actually, probably not, but
Honestly,
maybe,
Kai's probably
maybe
too shy to
he'd grow
talk
on
to you.
you.
Too shy, he said.
Also not very.
Yeah.
how
But
you
yeah,
phrase
Elidor said he might grow on you. I don't know.
Anyway,
Sunbringers.
it. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Woo.
Sure.
at this point, why not?
We now have a
Put my
name.
hair up. Just to
You
make
know,
it
so I'm
low.
so mad at
I get that. That's fair.
So we have a team name now.
Quick little
Yes.
tangent to this. Surgery. I talked to Halloween. And she said that Surgery is punctual and she should be here. So I think it's a problem that she's not. I don't think she's sleeping somewhere. I think she might have got captured.
She said
Well,
that she would meet you in
we
2
told her-
hours, and that was an
yeah.
hour and a half ago.
That was an hour and a half ago.
Mhm.
Okay,
We
for
got
some reason I
time.
thought we were here on time.
Wait 30 minutes.
Sure.
We were.
Then we'll
Yeah.
see.
Alright, so we wait 30 minutes.
You get a
Just
knock on your
release-
door,
Yeah.
Excellent.
and you see a very tired, still Stardreza walk in. What was the point of this meeting again?
I feel you.
We're gonna meet with the 5 families and strategize until then.
Oh shit, yes. So, before we are even able to talk to them about strategy, we need to have our own strategy going into that.
So I've
That's
actually been thinking, what if we can send a regiment out to try to ambush Stormmain before they make it to the city? Because best case scenario, they don't breach the city before, you know.
Yes,
They're
and
taken
how
back.
big would that regiment have to be? Do you know how many people he would even attempt to bring with him?
A lot. But if we can't take down him, at least it would decentralize and destabilize their movements.
He's the main priority to take down, definitely. We know of 4 other high-ranking officials that he owns. Not entirely sure how many he plans on bringing with him. And then however many lower rankings or just general soldiers he might bring.
But if we could have the spies go out and try to do, a covert mission and come back without anyone being captured, we could avoid any capture.
The spy regiment that we have consists of 3, maybe 4 people if I can pull some strings. And it sounds like he might be bringing 5 people himself without an army. So we don't know how many he has. It would almost seem like area of effect would be better if he brings a lot of people like you're expecting him to.
I can always go too. I mean, I have my necklace, and I'm not going to risk using it inside the city.
Well, that's what our trainers are for. Most of them are wizard practitioners. They've trained to have plenty of magics that can do the same thing your necklace can.
Well, then, I don't know what you want to do then. But, I don't know, maybe... I just don't want him to get inside the city. Maybe we could attack from the lake?
That is one thing that I did bring up to the Knockcat family leader, the one that speaks with the lake. Oh, where's their name? Shriara. So the thing about the lake. Have you experienced anything weird with the lake besides dying inside of it?
We know that
I did.
some sort of serpent we've heard about before.
And it's enchanted.
It hypnotized me and choked me. It was nice.
You say it choked you?
It felt like it was choking me. I'm sorry.
Like, it's fine if you're into that. I was just making sure I heard what you said.
Lakey, sorry.
That came out anyway.
That did come out very not good in your favor, so I'm sorry to say.
I'm sorry. It's been I haven't slept. You woke me up. Thank you.
Yes, I'm almost sorry about that if I haven't been up twice as long as you have. But Shriara does have control of the aboleth in the lake.
Oh.
So
Shriara?
Shriara.
You spell that?
I can just show you her name.
Thank you.
Cool.
Since she's the speaker of the lake, she does have the closest connection to that creature. So us being on the lake is not of our best priority. That is where we will struggle the most because that creature can't really be controlled.
Could we potentially use the creature to attack someone that's on the banks?
The creature doesn't really go close to the banks. It just has a very wide area of effect that it just naturally has from being a weird creature as it is.
What is its effect?
It's very hard to describe. It can almost make images of itself. It can see through water and other things, so its eyes are very important to it. So it can actually... It's our secondary security measure, besides Richard's initial one that surrounds the city to give us the general pings. It's a lot less likely that it will assist us, the aboleth, that is. But if anything goes onto the lake that isn't of Knockcat nature, it will typically have a problem with it and try and strike.
Is there a way we could potentially drive them onto the lake?
I don't know.
We could block their pathway and make it to where they have to.
We could, but we don't know if they're going to be going by foot or if they have some transportation that they could use to easily get here.
I highly doubt they have any transportation that could easily get through the terrain. I mean, we barely had room to squeeze all of us through.
Well, that's definitely encouraging. But humans are crafty.
My
Especially
assumption...
if they're on the surface and have access to a lot of things, as a general probably would in a world as big as yours.
True. What I assume, and Winter maybe might be able to help me being more in the military-ish background, I think he wouldn't want to take a path he doesn't already know. He probably will take the path that led us here already, unless he is really driven by hate and stops at the other small outposts to take those out as well. I think you, as much as us, want to avoid as many casualties as possible. So,
Yeah, that's
I'm
why
looking-
it's
Would it be
concerning to
the-
send a regiment out on their own instead of having them here in the city if they come in.
Would it be possible to evacuate the outer cities and be able to set one up as. Or, honestly, maybe we could get the residents to do the work for us of blocking it up so they can't continue the path and push them onto the lake.
The outer villages do not have much for resources, but they would be willing to try if told to.
All they have to do is make it to where it's not passable and can't be changed by magic.
Yeah, but if he has enough, well, changed by magic, they have very little access to magic. They're the simplest drow out there. At least
But-
most of them are.
because I know the first city, was it the Smashing Crab?
Smashing Crab was the second city.
The second city.
Village.
Did we know the name of the first village?
The first village you went to.
No, those
was-
already destroyed.
It wasn't destroyed, it was just empty because they were all at work. Apparently.
Yeah,
we
that one
thought-
was East Coast Security. Was the first one you went to.
By the name of it.
I wish we could get a hold of Amara.
Is there a way possibly? Oh damn! But it's all depends on timing. To get most of the outer villages into the lake, or is that too much?
Trying to put them into the lake on their boats or by swimming.
In
Boat.
my boats, yes. But I'm pretty sure General Stormy will not risk the lake. He should have some idea of that there's something in the lake. So, like I said, avoiding as many casualties as possible. If we can put all the outer villages inside the lake, at least for the next remaining days until we know which way he's coming from.
We wouldn't be able to know when he's going to show up in the first place unless we do have some kind of spy of some sort near the entrance. That'd be our only way to know when he would get close.
Do you have a communication system
Yes.
for the person who goes out?
A lot of us do have sending stones. Those can work across planes. They're very convenient to have. But
I'd be willing to go if I need to. I would know how to recognize him, and I would know the way he would come.
Do you have any pets other than spiders?
we have quaggoths, which we don't really consider pets. They're assistants. So not really. We don't have any dogs. We do have some animals that we use for pastures, and we eat them. So we do have to sustain some kind of meats.
We need reconnaissance, and I think
How
maybe
far do you...
I was gonna say maybe sitting by the entrance. It's all about where we place this on the battlefield. We don't know where he's coming from. Well, obviously he's coming through the entrance to the city, most likely, but who knows?
Like, we could either try and just focus on this main city and protecting it, or we make this battlefield 40 times bigger and try and play the entire cave.
I think that's our best bet.
The cave.
Just trying to avoid casualties for you guys. Unnecessary casualties.
That
He
means
will
we'd
kill.
have to wipe them out before they can even get into this cave.
So,
Because if we,
We
play
can-
the cave, we're going to have one person per probably 300 feet. Any type of getting close to each other is almost impossible at that point.
so then, guard the entrance. It's the best bet.
Is there a way to seal the entrance to the cave?
We could, but we use most of the entrances for different reasons. They get us to other sections of the Underdark.
Is there any other nearby entrances here to the top? I forgot what you guys call it. Over.
The upper world, yes.
Yes.
Not that I've ever seen. I'm not very good about the different cave systems because I have to stay in the city for the most part. I'm a facilitator. I'm not a traveler.
So you wouldn't think there's a possibility of them coming around, finding a different entrance then?
Unless you guys saw different ways to get down here, then I wouldn't think so.
Okay. And I think that is our best bet is to guard the entrance. Keep the casualties to a minimum.
Okay. How many people are we throwing at this entrance then?
Should we?
I think we should be there.
All of us.
Yeah,
will definitely
I
be
agree.
there.
Is there a way that I could get a sending stone so I can be in communication with you about his movements?
Oh, absolutely. I could go with you, but then that kind of splits a lot of
No.
things.
You need to be here.
Yes, but I don't think you can take out an army by yourselves.
How many people do you have available?
Between the other 4 and 5 regiments, we have about 6 wizards, 3 spies, 4 scouts, 2 spider riders, and maybe like 5 or 6 warrior types.
And do the other houses not have? I know this is the military family, but do the other families not have any?
Well, as you have lovingly met in the recent days, there is the body, but they're not going to leave the queen's side, the high priestess's side.
So the trade-off here is, if we stay, right, it will lead to, it could potentially lead to casualties. If we go out, it gets rid of the potential casualties, but our numbers and overall power is sparse.
Yeah.
If we stay, we have more power with being in the city.
Yes, and we know the city, so we have the advantage of terrain where the cave is pretty open. So there's an issue there.
We lay out traps.
We could, yes,
I like that.
but we don't know how long it will take to set those up.
I think we need to try to at least keep the fighting away from the city as long as possible, even if all we do is give you more time.
Any group that goes out there, if this man is as dangerous as you say, it's a suicide mission, just to slow him down a little bit.
Yeah.
We can't send people to their deaths.
They'll do it. I can order them to do it. I don't have to tell them what the mission is.
But if we're there, we know how he fights.
Yes, but then you die, and you are our informants.
How far do
we get information until we die?
The sending stone only works once per day.
Oh, rip. There goes the idea.
You get 25 words once a day.
I think it would be our best bet, and hate to say it, but I think it would be our best bet to have it fight with us knowing the terrain and the overall power here, or at least close enough that we can still be in the city environment.
I think that's the best option.
I don't like it.
Because, like, that's where I'm going to be. If there's a war on my front, I'm going to be here to fight it.
It's war. Eleanor, casualties are unavoidable.
That's
And I understand.
correct, but we have to play the cards to lower them as much as possible. We do have places we can put civilians. Not a city-wide amount, though.
If we can put the civilians there, at least some, that'd be better, because spreading out everybody over the cave, it's everyone that's fighting dies, and then every civilian dies. But if we stay in the town, hopefully it's just some fighters and some civilians.
And some people are sheltered as well, if
Exactly.
that's a way, if that's something that can be done. I don't like it.
We could easily move a large portion of the civilians into the nearby cave systems, the nearby mining systems. They'll just have to suck it up for a couple days.
That works. Move the villagers out.
Yeah.
It
I think
lowers
that-
the risk of casualty.
Yeah.
Yes. How far do the Richard's web reach out?
Not very far. Probably about like a quarter to a half mile surrounding the city.
If you were to focus more on one side than another, could you reach farther?
If we focus on one side more than the other, it's more of that's just the webs that we have set up at the moment, and to keep the webs hidden is a lot harder to do.
It's understood.
It requires much smaller spiders, and he's not very good at training the small ones.
So we'd have, in theory, 30 minutes to an hour once we get notification to set up.
By foot, maybe.
Y-
Maybe
yeah,
not
th-
even, depending on pace.
I
We
still
might
think
have
it'd
a
be
matter of
helpful
minutes.
to have someone figure out where he's at now.
Again, we do have access to scrying.
But we don't have a picture of him.
Is anyone
you-
good at drawing?
Do you have magic? Do any of you have the minor illusion spell?
I do.
Because that would work, theoretically.
Wait.
But
Yes, I do. Just double checking. I do.
Good.
Because you could make a version of him, we can test it from there. Like, that'd be our option to see where he is, and that would not have to have a scouting party.
That's the safest way to keep him from dying.
Yes, but here's
to
the
figure out where
issue
he is.
with that method.
Okay.
The person that can scry
Mm-hmm.
is the High Priestess.
I see.
So we'd have to have her involved in this. She'd have to stay in the city.
Let's do it.
no. You know what the High Priestess means to them.
I understand. Okay.
And also, the High Priestess, she can't really control her powers. We saw that earthquake that just happened a day ago. That was because she wasn't able to keep it under wraps. That could happen again. I think we
Then-
do need to do this.
But she's also a very powerful element if we need it.
Yeah.
We will.
She's a walking explosion at any moment. That could take out most of this cave and the enemy that we are fighting.
So everyone else in it.
Hey, it's one evil over the other.
And let's use her. Or ask her for her help.
We just need to describe. That's it. That's all we need. Once we have that, then we'll know where he's at. That's all it is. Nothing more. For the time being.
I did get a report while I was taking my nap. She did finally wake back up.
Excellent.
So she is okay.
That's what I was wondering. I was going to say, guys, we don't even know if she's back up yet.
Will the body even let us close enough to her to ask her?
The
That-
body needs us.
That's not even up. That's not up to really any of us. It's up to the 5 families to agree upon this strategy.
You know they're never gonna do that, Sir Trace.
Well, if the High Priestess is on your side, you have 2 out of 5. You only have to make one more person vote.
And this is proof of the threats that we've been saying are coming. They'll be interested to see this.
Like,
Yes.
they're going to have to agree with us.
And,
Well, we have to convince them.
and I'm not 100% sure of the High Priestess's power, but she might be able to give the vision she has to another person.
Oh.
So
When can we meet with them?
yeah. So if you want to show the threat at the party, not party, the meeting, there's no party happening. That'd be wild. If you want to show what we're going up against at this meeting, we'll see if she will even attempt it.
I think that's our best plan.
It is our best plan.
Well,
So
I'll start getting the 5 families together. Raskus, you need to keep resting.
Yes.
I should rest as well, but there's too much to do.
Sardreza, you need to rest too.
If there's a war coming, you want to be at your best as well.
Or I can just trust you all to carry for me.
Or you could get some rest.
What I was gonna say though, which is all true, but they're saying, I want to keep getting better and training, so when the time comes, it can be a thing that we're all at our best. Can I take the test again? You know why we were all caught up. I want to.
She puts her hand on your shoulder. Maybe after whatever's about to happen. I don't have much faith that there's too much time left, seeing as how there's been a lot of anxiety everywhere.
Okay.
But let's give it some time for me to finish grading you off the last one, to then move into the next one.
Okay.
Any other questions for me?
No.
Good.
No.
Well, if you guys ever come up with another idea for a strategy, you know where to find me, and I don't know what else to do. We have our protocols, but I feel like that's not going to be enough. So, get some sleep, think on it. She just looks defeated and walks out. So what are you guys doing?
Oof. It's night at this point, right?
Yeah, like it's pushing the time for them to all go into their 4-hour trance.
I'm just sitting on my bed, visibly just like raking through different strategies of what we could do and just looking more and more frustrated and helpless of wanting to figure out the best way to do this and minimizing the casualties, but knowing that it's like almost each idea is more dangerous than the next.
After Sardreza leaves, I'm going. We're still in the barracks, right?
Yeah, you're still
We're
in
in
your
our
room.
We're in our room. Would the training area be open even though no trainers are there? Cool.
Everyone's asleep at this point,
Yeah.
or in their trance, as they would call it.
Before I go to bed or whatever's gonna happen, Winter's probably just gonna go, instead of like staying in the room, just take all this stress energy out on a punching dummy or bag.
Yeah, they probably have one of those big old stick things that spin and do all that stuff.
Yeah, just go through different stances trying to like relieve the stress or try to think of something.
Okay. What are the other three doing? Eleanor's just running through strategies. Enos, Raskus.
Are we able to go to sleep right now?
Yeah, if you wanted to.
Like that. Okay, I didn't know because I didn't know how much time had passed.
This is
Time
one of
is
those weird
weird.
situations where I'll allow it.
Okay, cool.
Because of like the overexhaustion, you probably would be able to fall asleep again. Especially in your case, you could probably could have just slept for 48 hours and been fine.
Cool. Well, Raskus is going to. I'm going to lay down in my bed. And I'm going to kind of turn away from everybody. I guess facing. If there's a way to face the wall.
Yeah, there is.
I don't know. Okay.
It's basically there's like a hallway with 2 bunk beds on either side and a couple chests for equipment.
Cool. I'm going to lay down and face away from everybody. And as I'm going to sleep, I'm going to put my hand on the golden nugget I have from Glitter Gold. And kind of like place my other arm like kind of like on where my scars are from my torso. And shed a single tear
Okay.
before I go to sleep.
Enos, you got anything?
Probably go to bed, but before I go to bed, I'm just gonna peek up to the top bunk because I'm in the bottom bunk. I'm just, no, Eleonora.
What?
I thought about what you said, and obviously, I don't want to get any of you killed. I care about all of you. And I don't know if you noticed, but I'm the type to swing first and ask questions later. And you're right, I need to change, as everyone has reminded me that that's not the way. It's not the best way to do things. I'm trying. Believe me. Sometimes I let my feelings get in the way of my judgment, my anger. I was worried for Raskus, and I was worried about you. I didn't know what to do, and I went on instinct. So I really am sorry. I'm not good at this. I'm not good with words. And I'll just put the bracelet on her bunk. I got this. You got me the ring. I know it's for magic or whatever, but yeah, you don't have to forgive me. I know it's a lot, but I just wanted you to know that I care about you, and I want to make sure I keep you safe, keep all of you safe. It wasn't my intention to get us into this mess.
I'm assuming Enos is tall enough standing that he's able to, like, we're at the same height now with me on the top bunk.
Probably pretty close, yeah.
I'm just gonna, like, lean over the edge of the bed and just, like, hug him. Wow, this is, like, the first time I've been tall enough to do this. Man, I'm so short. No, he's just so tall. I just don't want you to get yourself killed. That's all I need you to do, okay? Just promise me you'll think through things enough to not run yourself into danger. Because I can't go through another ritual like this, not knowing if I'm gonna get one of you back. Okay.
I'll try.
No, that's not good enough.
Knowing what's coming, I don't know if I can promise that.
I don't care. I need you to promise it, Enos. Because I'm not going into this fight without that promise.
I'll pull her in closer with a hug. Okay. I promise.
What does the bracelet look like again? Is it like two little crossed, like, bangles, basically?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just slip it on.
Well, I've been able to overhear this
Yeah.
as I'm going to sleep. Okay.
I assumed you were sleeping, so I'm not. I just assumed you were sleeping.
Yeah, unbeknownst to them, Raskus is now silently crying after the events have happened, as well as overhearing this, but mainly the first.
It's like half of it's like sad tears and half of it's like, finally.
Oh, my friends are so cool. Other half is like, I was fucking dead.
And I will go to bed because I'm tired. That's
Yeah.
all.
I'm gonna just, like, stare at the ceiling for a little bit, just kind of being like, what? And I'll probably just, like, mess with the bracelet a little bit until I fall asleep. Because I'm big tired.
Yeah. And with that, unless Brian has anything
I was gonna
else.
say, after I'm done just trying to figure out and think, I just walk back in. And I'm guessing everyone's asleep at this point, or in some sort of state of I think they're asleep.
Mm-hmm. You
I
walk over
just-
to Enos's bed with a bangle in your hand. It's like, man, Enos, I gotta talk to you about something.
I don't know. I'm guessing they're asleep or not or whatever. I just take a note, like, and just look at all of them, and just like not even nod my head, but just acknowledge their existence and where I am with them, and just head to bed.
Okay. You all head to bed after a very long couple days. No one took watch once more. And you all wake up as level 6s.
Wait, I want to know what I get at level
I'm
6.
getting ready to roll a 1 for health.
Oh, we're doing this now.
I guess we're doing
Yeah,
this now.
Oh, no, we can do it later on.
We can do it later. We can do it later. We can do it
Later on,
later.
later on. I'm making a joke. I'm making a joke.
Do we get a long rest? I'm always
We'll
so anxious
find out
to click
next
it
time.
because I feel like something's coming.
But thank you all for watching. We're a quarter to 100. We've done 25 episodes of this.
Let's
My
go.
God.
That's so wild to think. We've been doing this for almost, I guess, over 6 months at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we started back in August.
Yeah. So
Fuck.
thank you everyone for watching,
Thank you.
and I hope you keep going back from work. 'Cause we're getting to a very fun part of this game.
Yeah.
So see you next week. Goodbye.
Goodbye.